जाने अनजाने सीजन 2 की रिसर्च के दौरान मैंने कई हेल्थ केयर प्रोफेशनल से, मेडिकल स्टाफ के लोगों से बातचीत करी। जितना मैं उनसे ज्यादा बात कर रहा हूँ, जितना उनके बारे में जानता जा रहा हूँ, मैं उतना बड़ा उनका फैन होता चला जा रहा हूँ। मैंने ये भी एहसास किया कि ड्यूरिंग द पेंडेमिक, स्पेशली ड्यूरिंग द सेकेंड कोरोना वेव, ऑक्सीजन सिलेंडर्स की कमी हुई, मेडिसिन की कमी हुई, पीपीई किट्स की कमी हुई, हॉस्पिटल बेड्स की कमी हुई, लेकिन ह्यूमन रिसोर्स की कमी कभी नहीं। ऑल द डॉक्टर्स, नर्सिंग स्टाफ, हेल्थ केयर स्टाफ, सपोर्ट स्टाफ, they were always on duty. They were doing their best for the mankind, for the society. ऐसे ही कुछ कोरोना हीरोज की स्टोरी लेके उनके साथ with a pinch of a prick we bring to you जाने अनजाने, मेरी कहानी मेरी जुबान। Welcome to the 4th episode of Jaane Anjaane season 2 with me Rajiv Mathur. Our guest today is someone whom I met as a general physician many years ago. Gradually, she not only became a family physician but also a family friend. As they say, doctors are magicians, and I have seen her doing magic myself. I am pleased to invite a very thorough professional, an expert in her work, a true corona warrior, and a very dear friend, Dr. Parinita Kaur, who is an MD, DNB, MNAMS, and currently works as consultant internal medicine at Aakash Healthcare Super Specialty Hospital, New Delhi. डॉक्टर परिणीता कौर, जाने अनजाने में आपका बहुत बहुत स्वागत और हम अभिनंदन करते हैं।
Thank you so much for having me. Thank you.
Dr. Parinita, give us a brief introduction about yourself. What do you do professionally?
So I am a doctor by profession, as you said, and my job is very, very predictable. I would go every day to work and meet a lot of new patients as well as my old patients. Every day is challenging. Every day is a new experience. It's not always by the book. It's always new learnings, new days. And we come across so many patients, so many people, different from different regions. So it's basically an experience, a live experience every day. Meeting so many different people every day.
जाने अनजाने की रिसर्च के दौरान और अदरवाइज डॉक्टर्स या मेडिकल प्रोफेशनल से मैं जब बात कर रहा हूँ तो मुझे ये नहीं समझ आता कि इतनी मुश्किल पढ़ाई करके इतना मुश्किल काम आप लोग करते हैं। तो आपने कब डिसाइड किया कि आपको यू हैव टू गो इनटू दिस मेडिकल प्रोफेशन एंड हाउ वाज द जर्नी देन?
So it all started with my parents' passion of me becoming a doctor and my brother becoming an engineer. So it started from there. So initially, you know, as everyone has their own dreams and their own passions. So the first thing I always wanted to become was a prime minister. So I thought after Indira Gandhi, I'll be the next one. But then that did not happen. Then, of course, I wanted to be an Air Force pilot. पर Air Force pilot में उस वक्त NDA में females were not allowed. So it was always only the men, only the boys in the class who could appear for the NDA. I happened to be studying in Dehradun, and right next to our school was the IMA building. So we would see cadets going by, and you know, everybody, all the boys were naturally wanting to go to the NDA, but a lot of us girls also wanted to go and join the NDA. That did not happen. Then medicine happened, and in medicine, of course, when I became a doctor, a physician is what I always wanted to do, because it's like, you know, it's not just treating a disease, it's also understanding the people, it's talking to them, it's it's like a bond that you have with the patients, who ultimately come so close that, you know, you have the confidence that they're going to listen to whatever you're going to say, and they have the confidence that whatever is suggested to them is what a family member would suggest to them. सो प्यार से भी, डांट से भी, फटकार से भी, सब तरीके से हम अपने पेशेंट्स से बात करते हैं, उनसे इंटरेक्ट करते हैं. और आई थिंक दैट इज द एसेंस ऑफ बीइंग अ फिजिशियन एंड अ ह्यूमन बीइंग.
जनरली हम अगला सवाल इसके बाद ये पूछते हैं कि अगर आप डॉक्टर नहीं होते तो क्या होते. तो आपने दो बड़े इंपॉर्टेंट ऑप्शंस दिए कि आप प्राइम मिनिस्टर बनना चाहती थी, नहीं तो यू वांटेड टू गो इनटू डिफेंस. आपसे डॉक्टर परिणीता, आपसे ये पूछा जाए कि लाइक हमारा प्रोग्राम का जो टैग लाइन है वो मेरी कहानी मेरी जुबानी, तो आपकी जुबानी में आपकी कहानी क्या होनी चाहिए?
मेरी कहानी बहुत ही सिंपल है. मतलब it started from a very friendly, a very comfortable, a very forthcoming family, जो कि हम लोगों को encourage करती थी. मेरे parents, they have always encouraged me to be independent and to be responsible of your own doings and your actions. सो शुरू से ही मैं और मेरा भाई, हम दोनों ही बहुत इंडिपेंडेंट रहे हैं. हमें हमेशा ये सिखाया था कि आपने पढ़ाई तो करनी है, तो पढ़ाई में वॉट एवर यू डू यू हैव टू एक्सेल इन इट. सो और वॉट एवर यू डू, नॉट जस्ट पढ़ाई, जो भी आप करते हो आपको उसको एंड तक करना है, रिस्पॉन्सिबली करना है. तो आई थिंक वो एक इनग्रेन्ड हो गया है हमेशा के लिए. और उसके बाद फिर कॉलेज हुआ, डॉक्टरी हुई, फिर उसके बाद you came and you're working as a professional, family. So it's all very simple, but at the same time it's very interesting. And I will say that the expectations are very limited. The only objective is that whatever role you are playing, you should just do justice to it. Whether it is a mother's role, a wife's role, whether it is a professional's role, a doctor's role. So wherever you are, whatever capacity you can do, you should just be doing justice to the profession, to your work, and you will bear the fruit. I think that is the only key to happiness, and I've been following that.
Wonderful. The good thing of talking to people about everything else other than that profession, इतना अच्छा एक पहलू जानने के लिए मिलता है, जैसे आपके बारे में जानने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं. डॉक्टर परिणीता, पिछले 2 साल से कोरोना has engraved everything what's happening around us, and people like yourself and other medical professionals, आप लोग जितना कर रहे हैं, जो सब कर रहे हैं, उसके लिए जितना आप लोगों को धन्यवाद किया जाए वो कम है. सो बहुत सारे ऐसे किस्से हुए होंगे इन 2 साल में जो बड़े हार्ट टचिंग होंगे, या बहुत आपको तकलीफ भी हुई होगी. सो एनीथिंग आउट ऑफ देम यू वांट टू शेयर विद ऑल ऑफ अस टुडे?
तो इन 2 सालों में जब शुरू हुई थी कोविड, जब शुरू हुआ था, तो 2 फीलिंग्स थी. एक तो ये कि कहीं हो ना जाए, और दूसरा ये जब बहुत ज्यादा कोविड हो रहा था, दिल्ली में उतना नहीं था, तो ये वाली फीलिंग थी कि हम क्या कर रहे हैं, हम क्यों नहीं है वहां पर. सो जहां हमारी जरूरत है वहां पे हमें भी होना चाहिए. सो वी शुड बी कंट्रीब्यूटिंग. पर वो समय आया, और इतना आया कि फिर हमें वी थॉट इनफ, बस होना चाहिए अब इसका. पर एक फीलिंग जो बहुत कंसिस्टेंटली मुझे आई इसमें, वो ये थी कि ह्यूमन वैल्यूज, ट्रस्ट ऑन पीपल, ये वापस आ गया. इवन ट्रस्ट ऑन डॉक्टर्स, वो वापस आ गया. एक टाइम आ गया था, वी हैड रीच्ड देयर वेयर पीपल वुड थिंक देमसेल्व्स एज कंज्यूमर्स और कस्टमर्स, and even the medical profession was somehow treated as a very profit making business, or just a money minting sort of a thing. पर कोविड ने ये चेंज किया. लोगों को मेडिकल फ्रेटर्निटी पे विश्वास हुआ फिर से, और उन्होंने देखा कि कैसे सेल्फलेसली सब लोगों ने इसमें कंट्रीब्यूट किया. आप किसी को भी ले लीजिए, राइट फ्रॉम द गार्ड जो कि पकड़कर पेशेंट को अंदर लेकर जा रहा था, या फिर जो GDAs हैं या जो हाउसकीपिंग स्टाफ हैं जो पेशेंट्स को खिला रहे थे, उनके चेंज कर रहे थे, every day they would go and speak to them, all the patients, in such a way, is so sweetly, not as if it is just a job. They put their heart and soul into it. All, everybody. मतलब हर किसी को, डॉक्टर्स, नर्सेस, GDAs, all the staff, सब लोगों ने अपनी बिल्कुल जान लगा दी कि किसी भी तरह से you have to come out of it. Secondly, since initially patients को उनके companions से या उनके attendants से नहीं मिलने दिया जाता था, तो वो एक बेबसी, वो एक helplessness जो patients के attendants के ऊपर होती थी, हमें उसको भी एलिवेट करना होता था. पेशेंट्स को भी हमें ये होप दिखानी होती थी कि you're going to get better, because क्या होता था कि the moment ऑक्सीजन लगा नहीं पेशेंट को, उसको लगता था हो गया बस, अब नहीं बचेंगे. तो you had to give them that hope that you're going to get better, because that is what they used to look forward to in the 5 minutes that we used to interact with them. 5 minutes or 10 minutes, because that was just once in a day that we would visit them, and in those 10 minutes we had to communicate to them, we had to see all those reports, and we had to give them that hope that they're going to get better. So in this whole process, I think we gained a lot of new friends and a new extended families. We the medical fraternity as a whole gained a lot of respect, and they got a lot of love from the patients specifically, and of course from the patients' families as well. तो और बहुत से दुखद चीजें भी हुई, क्योंकि अगर घर में किसी फैमिली में किसी की कोई डेथ हो जा रही थी या कोई घटना हो जा रही थी, तो they would not be able to share it with their other patients or with the people who were admitted. So I still remember हमारे एक डॉक्टर थे, उनके फादर एडमिटेड थे, उसकी सिस्टर एडमिटेड थी. So father expired, but this sister would not be told. Similarly, another patient was there who said, आज तो मुझे घर जाना ही है. और I was like, अभी तो आप हो नहीं इस हालत में कि घर जाओ. तो he was like, नहीं, मेरी वाइफ की डेथ हो गई है, मुझे जाना है. And I was like, I'll have to help, कि मुझे कुछ तो करना पड़ेगा. तो when I met the sons, in fact I called the sons कि आप आओ मुझसे मिलो. So मैंने बोला आपकी मदर की डेथ हो गई है, and they were shocked कि नहीं, ऐसा तो नहीं है, आप ऐसे क्यों बोल रहे हो. तो मैंने कहा आपके फादर ने मुझे बोला. तो कहते हैं how would he know, she is admitted in another hospital. So I said okay, I apologize, and I don't know, this is what he told me, he may not be he may not be in his proper senses or whatever, I'm sorry for it. But evening they come back to me and tell me that you were right, my father somehow sensed it, that she has expired. So ऐसी stories. Then there was another woman, an elderly female. She said, आज मुझे घर जाने दो, आज मैं नहीं बचूंगी. तो and that was the time I thought, she has to communicate with her family right now. So I immediately made a call to her husband and made them talk to each other कि आप लोग बात करो एक दूसरे से. And within half an hour she expired. So इतनी सारी स्टोरीज और इतनी सारी चीजें थी, लोग इतने डिप्रेस्ड हो गए थे. Then we would create some some positive vibes and something, so that they just cheer up the whole day and they see a ray of hope. So I think I can just continue and keep on talking about it for a long time, but these are some things that I remember right now.
Dr. Parinita, tell us that this third wave Omicron is kind of fading away, and but still, there are a lot of precautions, there are a lot of things that people have to follow. What is in store for everyone, and what do you recommend for for all the precautions to be taken care going forward?
So with most of the people vaccinated now, it does show a great ray of hope. we saw in this Omicron wave also that people who were vaccinated generally did not have a very turbulent course. But people who were not vaccinated, not all of them, but a few did have a turbulent course. So first of all, it's very important that all of us get completely vaccinated and get our booster shots in time, so that at least the course of the disease is milder and it becomes something like a flu-like illness, so that we are more adapted to it and we are more confident of it, and we know how to handle it. First of all, we all know now how to handle it. We are comfortable with the masks, we are okay with it, we are more recipient about it. So people have learned and people are vaccinated now. So hopefully all the coming variants, there would be more variants. So hopefully the coming variants are milder than this, and I'm sure the pandemic is going to be over pretty soon.
Before we come to the close of the program, Dr. Parinita, a very personal question. Who is that one person who knows you the best?
So it has to be my husband, Dr. Abhinav Kumar. He has been my friend. We've known each other almost 28 years now, and 10 years before my marriage. So we know each other in and out, and he's one person I don't need to speak to tell my feelings, or even I can say whatever to him, and it's okay. So he's one person who will understand at what point, or what I need to say, even if I don't say anything. So he's that one person.
So thank you so much, Dr. Parinita, for coming on this show. मैंने जैसे शुरू में बोला था that I know you for so many years, from a general physician to a family physician to a family friend. लेकिन आज बात करके मुझे लग रहा है कि मैं आपको बिल्कुल नहीं जानता हूँ. So that's actually the good part of this program. But thank you so much for coming. It's lovely talking to you here today. Thank you very much.
Okay. Thank you so much for having me. It was indeed a pleasure being on your show. Thank you so much.